Hello. Great. So we are back. So now we have Viraj and Vishal from BlazeCan, and they'll be taking us through the Cloud 2.0 and how is enabling media and entertainment sector to 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 give a higher performance, right? So yeah, over to you, Viraj and Vishal.
Yeah, thanks, Gaurav. Thanks a lot. I'll quickly run through more about me and do a quick introduction here, and then we can quickly talk about it. I'm Viraj. I'm responsible for technology at BlazeCan Technologies. BlazeCan Technologies is a cloud consulting company. We're in business from almost 9 years. We are a premium consulting partner for cloud, for AWS, and we're having deep understanding of Azure cloud as well. So that's what we as a company do at a very very high level. Um, what in media? Media has always been a catalyst and a play which has been always in the forefront for cloud. So cloud and media go together, and media and entertainment industry goes together very well. So we'll see how it all correlates, and have we have few slides for you guys, and then we'll open up for all discussions and queries and questions. Okay. Um, uh, Vishal, can you help me? Yeah. This is all about our footprint. We are spread across the globe. With our major development delivery center and R&D center at India. Uh, that's what we are majorly based out of. But we have sales presence across the globe um, for to serve our customers, partners globally. Vishal, can you go ahead?
Yeah,
This media and entertainment landscape. I'll hand it over to Vishal, and Vishal can quickly run us through what he understands from the trend and how it is. Vishal is a colleague and media industry vertical for BlazeCan. Vishal, over to you.
yeah. Hey guys, I think Viraj already introduced myself. Thanks for that. I have been around in industry since more than 15 years now, and catering to telecom, media, entertainment customers, even high tech and semiconductor ones as well. Uh, and right now I'm heading media and entertainment unit vertical for Blaze Clan, right? So without much further ado, I'll start with giving you very relevant information for you all guys, right? So I'll start with some of the statistic. I'll keep it simple. Right? So and this is coming from the legit source that is PwC Global Entertainment and Media Outlook 2019 report, right? As per that report, revenue for global M&E in 2018 was $2.1 trillion, and it is projected to reach $2.6 trillion by 2023, which means it is a steady growth of $0.1 trillion each year. Right? With that bright prospects, revenue for global M&E is projected to rise by CAGR 4.3%. And this is projected for 5 years period, 2018 and 2023, right? And it's a very compelling report, and we that's the reason we rely on that report. Right? Revenue for again India specific projection is 11.7% CAGR. If you are part of recent AWS symposium as well, they also have the similar kind of projections and similar focus on India and Asian countries, right? Right, and since we are into streaming war era, I would like to call out some specific statistic around OTT revenue, which is at the moment it is $38.2 billion and rising, but by 2023 it will be $72.8 billion, right? Some of the and media and entertainment is very huge, large domain, right? There are segments within media and entertainment also that are projected to grow significantly higher than the others, right? So virtual reality projected like 23% CAGR. This is especially driven from the gaming, video gaming, and virtual reality remix use cases angle, right? Then the OTT platform, of course, the era of streaming war, OTT, it is going to rise by 13.8%. Internet advertisement, it will rise by 9%. And video games and esports, right? Rest of the video games and esports will rise by 7%. Right? But there is a decline in the traditional, TV, home video, newspaper, and magazine publishing, CAGR. They are going to face negative CAGR somewhere around minus zero point 0.5, minus zero point 0.9, that sort of CAGR, right? And the other, sub-segments like cinema, OH, out of home, music, radio and podcast, TV advertising, book publishing will have slightly higher than 4% of CAGR. Right? So these are just pure statistics, and this has been reported by industry veteran for MNE. What is our experience, right? I'll come to that now, right? So our experience has been almost similar, but not in the VR area a lot, right? It has not picked up yet. I think the earlier presenter also said the similar thing, that VR is projected to be grow at the highest rate, but there is some I think the time is yet to arrive, right? So I'll go over the specific industry trends, how they are, quickly. So allow me just 2 more minutes over here, and then I will look at the other things. Right? So right now, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, right, Apple TV, HBO Max, CNBC, Comcast, there are just tremendous amount of players out there, right? And it has been dubbed as a streaming wars in 2020 or end of the 2019. It was dubbed as a streaming wars. Right? A lot of players are figuring out where they want to position themselves, and they are trying to position themselves, and they are trying to compete with even TV. Right? So in 2017, there was a survey in United States. So there are 61% of adults between 19 to 20 years old. They said they primarily watch TV through the streaming services and not through the cable, right? And only 31% was the cable. And this streaming usage is increasing day by day, right? Right. So then there are a couple of players, right, in the industry, like Disney. So Disney has recently announced, their tie with Hotstar. They're trying to enter the Asian market. They are, touting on their franchises and acquisition like Marvel, Star Wars, right, Pixar, Net Geo, and 20th Century Fox, right. So these are the big names, under Disney's name. What they're doing is they're basically trying to, accumulate content, and they're trying to win the streaming war by providing those streaming services as well. Right? So they provide services around $7 a month to or $70 a year at that cost rate, right? So this is one player. Then the Apple TV, it also provides streaming services at $5 a month, and somewhere around $50 a month. So these are the major giant players that are trying to compete and trying to position themselves to win this war, right? HBO Max is also doing certain things with their parent companies like AT&T and Warner Media, right? Viacom and CBS also have extensive merger talks, and they are now an entity. They are also trying to leverage their strength, and they are trying to win this streaming war, right? Stories like this, they're quite popular. I just wanted to put everything in a place, and give an idea about how industry is heading, where it is heading, right? Then comes the COVID time, and the recent time is COVID time. So it is an accelerator of this war, right? Streaming war. One of the consulting firm, very reputed consulting firm, I think Deloitte, that announced that what we found is that the COVID-19 story isn't so much before and after COVID-19, but it is before and faster. Now, when I say before and faster, and faster has its own caveat. The subscribers are onboarding themselves to the streaming channels, streaming services at a faster rate, but then they will wear out ultimately, and they will, sort of try to leave the services. So retaining the customer has become a major challenge for these players as well, right? Yeah, and again, due to COVID, there is another challenge. There is another trend. So traditional, editing has been also challenged, right? So suddenly there is a need for remote editing, remotely extending the infrastructure that is also in demand. And we have seen those customers that they are, uh, evaluating their options, like how, when people are working from home, countrywide lockdown is happening, how can, a person edit from home, right? How can a infrastructure guy can, extend their infrastructure remotely, right? And that's where the cloud usage is very becoming very, very popular, right? So other than that, so this is just a pre-context. Of course, I talked about OTT, demand, a trend anyway. But there are other things. There's a demand in terms of innovation, right? So analytics, that is becoming a key competitive advantage, where the media giants understand their customers. They try to do the behavior analysis. They try to cross sell, upsell, try to have the competitive edge. Then the personalization and the personalized experience, that is also out there in the in demand. Subtitle automation, security, content security versus the cloud security is very popular. It's a recent trend, right? Then of course, I already talked about agility, faster time to market, and cloud capability usage like elasticity. That is again under hype, right? Frame analytics, the use cases like the Amazon Prime Video has, it is becoming very, very popular, right? So with that, yeah, maybe I'll hand it over to Viraj. Maybe Viraj, you want to add something, and uh, maybe you want to add something, and
Yeah,
take care of,
you can quickly
give
go to
you more
the next,
insight. Yeah.
yeah, you can quickly go to the next slide. Yeah, uh, here I think I just wanted to. It's a high level ecosystem which is there. So the question is, what is the current media landscape and what we can derive out of it as the next? What will be the next thing? Where we all are looking at trends, we're looking at all these components. But what will be the next big bets which media companies will have to actually uh, play, and how it actually evolve? It's a big debate. I don't think we have a silver bullet answer for all of this. But I would like to make some correlations and some journeys which we believe will be very successful in next, and we will see how the technology is evolving to support that kind of a next set of journeys which our end consumers would like to actually use. So currently, what is happening is a lot of data points is getting transmitted while the media content is being utilized. So a lot of personalization is possible, and it can go a lot beyond where we are. We're still at a recommendation level, but you still feel that it's not always there what you want, right? You still have to search. I got onto a platform which is a media content platform. I'll not name it, maybe Netflix or Amazon Prime. I use multiple, okay, and I have to watch a content. So I spend still some time to actually really figure out what I need to watch, where I'll spend next 3 4 hours. So if I have to put that 3 hours somewhere or 2 hours somewhere, so it takes me good 10 minutes to really filter out what I want to do. Personalization will actually be to the next level where this effort will go down. That's one area definitely, and a lot of data sets which are being collected will have better correlations. That's one thing which is coming. The second thing which I believe will be coming strongly is what's happening in the virtual reality space. A lot of it will also be where you will participate in that content journey and you will be actually part of it, and virtual reality will become more and more where you can touch and feel kind of a sense will come into the media content. These are two areas which I believe, but there is another third area which I believe is going to be strongly coming in into play, uh, and which can be the next big thing, because as media content play is becoming more and more commoditized. Its competition is fierce, and everybody wants to have a larger pie out of it. And everything is going digital, and your direct to home is almost going to be out of business. It's going to be digitized very soon. It still be there, maybe 5-10%, but 90% will be all digital content for next 5 year horizon. If I look at it, maybe faster. I'm not sure about it, but that so there is a play which is more towards what we call commerce and the content commerce, right? And how it will work is a thought process. What kind of journeys those will be? Michelle, if you can just flip the slide to the next one. Uh, there's something which is a journey, which is an omni-channel journey, which is possible currently, and there is content which is actually possible to be actually shared at this point in time, right? A person goes to content, watches it on mobile, um, goes and orders something on the mobile using his Facebook, shares it, and all that. That's the interaction he does with his device. Next day, he wants to watch the same content, continue on watching. There will be a lot of recommendations which will come into play, and there will be cross selling which will happen. Eh, While from the video content, he should be able to actually still order something directly from then and there, because that will come as a ticker in the video feed itself. So a lot of interactive content is what will happen next, where you can actually interact. Your e-commerce platforms will have a lot of video contents which will get into commerce into that, or will it change from video content platforms directly becoming commerce platforms as well? Is the next thought process, where we are seeing advertisement revenue coming in. Is it going to be extended from advertisement to direct order kind of a system? Is it going to be that kind of a system? I think from the technology backbone perspective, technology is ready to actually support it. I think we have enough technology components which can actually support such kind of an ecosystem. User behavior is changing towards that. It will not be just advertisements, it will be direct commerce happening on the content platforms. And you will be actually putting things on the cart while you are watching things. Okay. And that's ordering them, and the order will be fulfilled on the platforms. You'll not be going to different platforms. It's not going to be just ad play, be there. So that's what it's driving towards, and that's what we are visualizing it, and that's where the technology is ready towards. I believe that will be also a very big play, which will actually change the whole thing. Competitive edge will change, and it will be a different game altogether and a different play altogether. So that's what how I look at it. That's my view. That's where I believe the world is going to move. That's where the technology is moving at this moment, and that's where we see that this kind of a new age platforms are evolving in bits and pieces and will become a trend in future. Vishal, you can flip on the slide. Okay, cloud as a catalyst. Vishal, you can take this up. How cloud is actually enabling that? Maybe you can do some more.
Right, right. And
Yeah, so Vishal, maybe just 1 minute more, and then we can take questions.
sure, sure. Yeah. So quickly, we are born in cloud, but brought up in media and entertainment. Close to 7 years of media and entertainment experience. So we have fine mix of media vertical focus and the deep cloud expertise. Right. We have done number of engagements in cloud and in media. When it comes to cloud technologies, the media services from partners like Azure and AWS, right? So there is an elemental stack that is now coming onto cloud that has really changed the game, right? And there are hardware also available like elemental link and things like that, which will change entire game and the business process or the journey of the users, right? We also have in-house cloud native ready framework to address the media industry, and which is CloudStream. What this platform does for us is uh, it translates really all the file format like MOV, MPG, the raw file formats to HLS, adaptive bitrate format, and MP4 format. It is also a content management system, and it delivers our content. There are many, logo recognition, image recognition, facial recognition, metadata management, right? Those sort of use cases also available. It is feature rich. Right? So yeah, so what is industry? How the trends are? What is our point of view in terms of innovation, or what is upcoming in the market, and what are our capabilities and what we internally doing? I think we have just given you that view, right? So we have a couple of offering like advisory services in cloud, migration and deployment, DevOps and automation, managed services on the cloud native application development, digital native application and modernization services, and data analytics and insight services, right? So yeah, we cater to large customers through those offerings and services and trying to help them win the game. So Viraj, over to you, maybe quickly.
I think we have a media specific vertical in cloud enablement. We have cloud focused enterprise focused organization, which is helping media enterprise to take the journey on cloud and transform the way they are serving their customers currently. Some of our credentials are there, but yeah, we can talk about it if someone wants to get into separately and have a
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Viraj. Do we have any questions? All right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining in, Viraj and Vishal. Uh, we'll come back shortly with another session. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone.